Hello, I'm Shiny Magneton. Today I will be ranking all of the enchantments in Minecraft. The enchantments are extremely overpowered. I wanted to mention them in my last video, but I didn't have the time to since it was a longer video and I had to release it. Like sub go. Starting off the list with a banger, we have Aqua Affinity. What was Minecraft thinking? You mine faster underwater with Aqua Affinity. That's it. There is something you may or may not have heard about called a door.
A door.
Minecraft, there is no need for this enchantment. Why does it exist? F tier. Bane of Arthropods is next. Wow, 2 useless enchantments in a row. It increases damage done to spiders. Spiders. There are 2 spider species. One of them is extremely rare and has 6 hearts. 6. The other spider doesn't attack you for half the day, has a big hitbox, and still only has 8 hearts. You don't need the one-shot spiders. You just don't. F tier. Finally, we have a not useless enchantment. Blast resistance is fine. It protects you from explosions. Creeper explosions usually are jump scares. It's nice to have on your armor, but it's definitely not as good as some others. B tier. The 2 curses are obviously the worst enchantments in the game. Curse of Binding makes it so you can't take off your armor until you die, while Curse of Vanishing prevents you from getting your equipment if you die. Curse of Vanishing is probably worse than Curse of Binding, but I'm going to put them both in a new curse tier. Channeling is fine. It causes lightning to strike on something you strike. The catch is only during rain. That's too much of a catch for me to use. Also, tridents are weirdly hard to get in Java Edition. But for some reason it's really easy to get them in Bedrock. I play Java, so C tier. Depth Strider is a nice enchantment to have. You can walk underwater with this enchantment. It's alright. B tier. Efficiency is amazing. Efficiency makes tools mine faster. That is really good for digging out big canyons, clearing an entire forest for wood, mining sand and gravel to get concrete, making farms, and just a million different things. S tier. Fire aspect is also great. It's really nice for chip damage. Minecraft doesn't really have a good way of doing chip damage other than fire aspect. Poison is terrible and expensive, wither is really difficult to inflict, regular fire doesn't last long, lava can backfire on you, and the other methods are inefficient. Fire aspect is good because you're just doing what you normally do in combat. Attacking. It's also way better fire than just a regular flint and steel. S tier. Feather falling is super good. This is the 3rd amazing enchantment. Reducing fall damage may not sound that great, but it's really good at its job. I can fall 50 blocks and only take 4 hearts of damage with level 4 diamond boots. S tier. Fortune is incredible. Multiplying ore drops is a game changer for mining. Especially in the future for 1.18 where diamonds are going to be a lot harder to find. S tier. Flame is basically just the bow version of the fire aspect enchantment. S tier. Wow, we've had 5 S tier enchantments in a row. I hope nothing ruins that streak. Don't get me wrong. Fire resistance isn't bad, but it's not that great either. It's nice to have against fire aspect and flame, but if you're really that worried about fire, you might as well just have a fire resistance potion. B tier. Back when 1.9 came out, I was excited for this enchantment. I saw Frostwalker and I was amazed at how far this game had come. From the classic mode, all the way to 1.9, the newest version at the time. This enchantment is mediocre. Back in 1.9 when this was added, the oceans and rivers were boring. But now, it's just annoying if anything. Why would you want to not go into the ocean anymore? D tier. Impaling is a good enchantment stuck on an annoying weapon. Tridents seem like an amazing weapon on paper, but spoiler alert, you basically have to put loyalty on it to use it as a weapon. And spoiler alert again, you can't use it as a super fast mobility weapon with loyalty on it. You have to choose whether to use it as a weapon, or a mobility item in water and rain. This kind of works, but not for the impaling enchantment specifically. Trident enchantments are kind of broken in Minecraft, and I will definitely make a video on it in the future. Impaling is a good enchantment, but unfortunately, it's still a trident enchantment. B tier. Infinity is beyond amazing. Get it. Arrows are so annoying to make. You need flint, which is annoying to get, and feathers, which can be irritating to get if you don't have a farm. The only thing you have to worry about with Infinity is the bow's durability. You can get 385 uses out of it, not accounting for unbreaking or mending. Which is 5.7 stacks. S tier. Knockback is good for knocking things back. While I am really killing it with this script today, I just am doing really well. However, it has the slight problem of knockback 1 being better than knockback 2. With knockback 1, you can keep a consistent combo, with knockback 2, you have to catch up to the victim, I mean target. But enchantments don't refer to the level of enchantments they have, just the enchantment itself. Knockback 1 is amazing, S tier, knockback 2 is okay, maybe B tier. I'll balance it out at A tier. Looting is pretty good. It's nice for rare drops such as Wither Skeleton Skulls and the T from Minecraft British Edition. Not much more than that. A tier. Luck of the Sea is trash. It's a fishing enchantment which is not good because fishing isn't that great. P tier. Loyalty is a trident enchantment, so it's kind of cursed. It's a great enchantment but still a trident enchantment. I'm definitely making a video about this to explain further. B tier. Okay. It's been ups and downs for a while now, but at least we haven't had any F tier. What do you want me to say here? It's lure.
It's lure.
A fishing enchantment that is worse than Luck of the Sea. Lure lessens the time it takes to find a fish on a hook. That might sound good, but it decreases the chances of getting treasure from fishing, the only reason you might want to fish, because it's only increasing the chances of fish being spawned. Lure is actively detracting from an already bad tool. Cursed tier. Back to good enchantments, mending is probably the best one. It just prevents your tools from breaking. That is amazing for maxed out gear. S tier. Multishot is pretty good, giving more range for crossbows is great because if you miss your target while using a crossbow, it will take a long time for you to reload it. The only problem holding it back from S tier is that each arrow counts as an extra arrow for durability. This makes the crossbow lose durability fairly quickly. A tier. Piercing is good for shooting through shields, but not much else. That one feature is very good for combat though. So a tier. Power is just sharpness for bows, so it's amazing. S tier. Punch is knockback for bows, but even better. For bows, you can stay far away from the opponent while shooting. There's no need to get close to the enemy to keep your combo if you can combo far away. S tier. Quick charge is very good. The biggest problem with crossbows is that they take too long to charge. This enchantment removes that drawback. Combined with multishot and fireworks, crossbows can become one of the best melee weapons in the game. S tier. Respiration is terrible. It increases your breath underwater. It's not that good, but it's better than a turtle helmet, that's for sure. P tier. Riptide. The single enchantment that completely shifts the point of what tridents are supposed to be at its very core. It's a good enchantment alone, which is what I'm ranking, but I'll get into why it's so weird in a later video. B tier. Sweeping Edge is a very hated enchantment. For good reasons. It can be good against mobs, but the amount of times somebody has lost something or someone due to this enchantment is probably more than all other enchantments combined. P tier. Sharpness is amazing. It increases damage on swords. That is amazing. Why would it not be? S tier. Smite is basically sharpness on a budget. This is like comparing Bedwars to Roblox Bedwars. Or Pokemon Sword and Shield to Gold and Silver. I hate Johto. It's just sharpness for mobs like skeletons or the Wither. Skeletons are just humans without the DLC that makes life possible. C tier. Soul speed is good, but not really needed at all. C tier. Silk Touch is really nice to get blocks like ice or stone. But you kind of have to have it on a tool different from your main. Having Silk Touch while mining is really annoying. You can't pick up rare ores like lapis or diamonds, or more importantly, you can't use Fortune, a better enchantment, on them. C tier. I think this is a controversial opinion, but I really don't like Thorns. It does so much to the durability of your armor. It's just not worth it. It's also luck based. I don't like random number generation in games. Luck just isn't fun. P tier. Unbreaking is amazing. Having things not break so quickly, especially bows and pre-diamond equipment, is such a lifesaver. S tier. Okay, that's the end. Trident video will probably be next. Bye.